It's milky, it's soft. It's like caramelized. It has like ice creamy feeling, and with the crunchiness, it's something amazing. And it's so easy to make. And today I'm going to teach you how to make this. And plus, I'm also gonna teach you a recipe that you can not find anywhere else in the world. It's amazing. Bahar, I know you know the taste, but
Coming.
and we grew up with this, but each time, yes, it gives you that feeling. Now we can start. The only thing that we're going to need, a bit of rice, water, milk and sugar. I'm going to put to my good old copper pot, which I brought from actually Sivas. Half a liter of water gets in, together with 150 grams of rice. It's ordinary plain rice. Actually, by the way, this glass is same as the cup, so you can arrange it through the cup like this. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to boil this rice with water for about half an hour. I'm going to put it into a little more than simmering. I'm not just closing the lid, because if I close the lid, it's going to grow in size and spill. So I'm letting the air get in. So this is going to cook about 30 minutes. The rice will open, the starch is going to get out. So we're going to use the starch of the rice to make the pudding. Time out, time out. Guys, I want to ask you a small favor. How we live is when you watch our videos, when you subscribe to our channel, and when you leave a comment. That's how the word spreads and other people can see our videos. So please, if you are watching us right now, and if you like the video, please press like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's hard to find us once you lose us. So subscription makes it a guarantee. Thank you. Small break is over. Now, as you can see, the rice grew hugely, and to this I'm adding milk. This is 3% fat milk. If you have milk that is higher in fat content, it would be even better. Buffalo milk would be amazing. To this I'm also adding sugar, 300 grams. Instead of sugar, actually, you can add honey at the final stage after the milk boils. But what happens when you add some honey to a milky product? It loosens it. So if you do this recipe with honey, please add a bit more rice. The taste will also be slightly different, but this is how you can do it. And why are we adding the sugar later, and why aren't we adding everything at once and just mixing it? If we add everything, what sugar would do, what milk would do, is cover the surrounding of the rice like a coating, so it doesn't let the rice to get its starch out. So we open the starchiness of the rice first with water, then add the milk, and finally add the sugar. At this stage, you can also add mastic. It will smell great. What you can do if you want to make it with mastic, put this mastic into freezer, let them freeze for a while, and then bash it with something. It could be a stone, if you have pestle and mortar, and then add it to this. And with the milkiness, the mastic smell goes great and it becomes amazing. We added everything, and this is going to cook. Then we're going to put it into cups, and that's all we have to do to make this great rice pudding. It's been 20 minutes, and as you can see, the milk thickens slightly, but still soft. As it gets cold, because of the sugar, it's going to get thicker. And now it's almost ready to serve. I'm also gonna burn the top. In Turkey, we have cups like this usually. The sütlaç is served in cups like this, terracotta cups, mostly made in Nevşehir, where my father is from. Whoop. Always take the first spoon from the bottom so it's more ricey, and then second spoon from the top for the milkiness. Because this is going to boil in the oven, leave like a half centimeter distance from the top. A small tip which everyone does but no one talks about is when you get a scoop of the pudding, it drips sometimes to the edges of the cups. To prevent that, just like slide it to the edge of the cup and then pour it that way. Now we have 6 of these cups and 3 of the smaller ones. I've made these in souffle cups so that probably you don't have these brown ones, but you can always use something which gets into the oven like that. In Turkey, all these bubbles are called like the evil eyes, so you have to pop them.
Will they affect the taste of the food?
No, this is 100% superstition. If you have a baby, you can serve her such a thing like this. Or, now we're going to go to the oven. It's 230 degrees and the grill is on. And we're going to put it into the highest rack. Put some water to the tray. This is the same thing as making the cheesecake. The water helps to keep the oven moist, so the top don't crack, get very dry and burn very fast.
You can also put a bowl of water separately. Or do they have to be in water?
Good question. Probably that also helps from burning the bottom and sticking to the bottom. Now bar at the back is like this, you know, but it's going to take a minute. Ah, yes.
Wow.
Nice.
Smells burned.
It should smell burned. And it is burned. It's what we want. This is what we wanted to achieve and it's great. I know you're going to want to eat it immediately, but as you can see, it's more runny right now and it's very hot and you don't get some of the aromas. You have to let it sit for about 40 minutes outside. After it gets cool, put it into the refrigerator at least for 2 hours. If it's overnight, it's better. Now, we come back again to the same thing. Eat it plain, like this. Opa. You see that? Do you see this? This is
Wow.
the taste. This is the caramel. Also, some people like it with a bit of hazelnuts, which is like, you know, the Magnum ice cream. It has some, when it has some almonds, it's very good.
It goes well perfect with every nut. And also with ice cream. But plain, perfect.
I wouldn't say this for many things, but for this, simplicity and plainness is... Huh? Oh. I just want one word, Bahar.
Bu ne ya?
Now translate it.
What the hell is this?
Now we can move to the story. As a family, you know, I'm from Cyprus and from my mother's side, there's someone called Servet teyze. And she makes this gorgeous rice pudding in 24 hours. What she does, she almost does the same thing, but then instead of putting it onto the stove to medium heat, she puts it almost to a candlelight. The pudding cooks for over 24 hours, also sticks to the bottom. The lactose in the milk get caramelizes and it turns into light brown. And because the bottom also sticks where the candle is around, it has this burned feeling as well. Caramelized lactose like dulce di leche, brownish color, the caramel, and also the bottom, which is like kazandibi, another Turkish dessert. This recipe is called Bahti. Now I'm opening to the world. I've checked all around the internet and looked for this Bahti recipe. In nowhere there's a recipe even close, except mine, and it was driven from her. And when I asked her, Servet teyze, where did you get this recipe? And she says that, Refika, we are from Kenans, and this is a Kenan recipe, and this recipe belongs to our family that we used to belong. And that's all she says. When I looked for Kenans, then I've learned that these Kenanis, were the owners of the land where now Israelis, Palestine is. Before anyone was there, they were like this very rich and very flamboyant culture, pushed from those lands to somewhere else. And somehow this recipe, as she says, comes from that family's tradition.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing? This is a story of how life flows and how the food is so strong. None of the traditions, none of the history comes along, but the recipe does, and it's very powerful. Anyways, I know I gave you a recipe of the Bahti, but it's really hard to make and probably no one is going to do it. So what I tried was, I can take the lactose out, I can caramelize the milk in a way, but how can I do it in such a way that it will take half an hour?
What?
And this is the power of us. This is why Refika's Kitchen is here, why she's trying so many things, why she gained so many kilos over the years. And here comes the pressure cooker. So what I want to do, I want to get the help of the pressure cooker and turn the lactose of the milk into a caramelized taste. And how I'm going to do it? I have here 150 grams of rice. I'm putting it into my small pressure cooker. And here I have a liter of milk. I'm going to use 1/4 of it. Because I want the milk to get caramelized is very important, so I'm not adding any water. The rice will not open very easily. So also I'm using the pressure cooker for that reason. And secondly, I'm using more rice. Then I'm putting it into boil. And in the pressure cooker, there are actually 3 stages. One is for the steam to go out. The second one, which is mostly for the vegetables, is lower pressure. And second one is higher pressure for meat and etc. Now we're going to use the higher pressure. And when that comes up, yellow is I'm about to be there, and green is okay, I'm in the right pressure. When it comes to that right pressure, we're going to put it into lower heat just to sustain the pressure inside. Then it will cook like that for 12 minutes. And then I'm going to take it out, add the rest of the milk, add 150 grams of sugar, and then put it into boil for another 15 minutes. Boiling means, again, I want to say, it doesn't start immediately because first it has to boil, take the vapor out, and then come to the exact pressure, which is the exact place. Then we start to count for the minutes. We count for another 15 minutes, and then we're going to get an incredible, different rice pudding. Okay. It's brown. Sometimes it's browner, sometimes it's less brown. I don't know why, though I do the same thing. But I can hear that caramel smell. And now I'm going to put it into small cups like this. It doesn't look very pleasant, but...
Maybe you should use a spoon.
No. When you do this, around it is very clean. Nothing gets dripped and it doesn't take a lot of time to do it and etc. Plus, as you know, we made another thing to this. When you add it, you can use it in small bottles and etc. etc. Because it's our team's design, I love it, so I wanted to share it with you guys.
Is it on sale on Etsy?
I don't know whether this is on sale in Etsy, but if it's not, I'm gonna make sure that it is. This is almost it. This is more caramelized one. You can also put this into the oven and make the top part brown again. I want to show you the difference of the white. So this is it. Hope you like this video and hope you enjoy these videos and what we're trying to do. And it's not just Turkish food, it's cooking together with the food. That's what I'm trying to do. And you have some information about our culture, about our country, unfortunately about the economics and the politics as well. But something else is going on when you look at it in the measure of human terms. And I want to show you that other side, about this part of the world, and how many things that we have in common. And what are aspirations? What are the things that we are worried about? What are the things that gives us joy? These are all the things that cook together with these nice recipes. If you enjoy it, please support us, especially in these kind of economic times. We need your support, and the best support is for you to subscribe to our channel and like the video, leave a small comment, and also through WhatsApp, through other medias, share the video with your loved ones so they can be introduced to this other perspective. And getting into others' perspective actually soothes us as well. So hope you are already a part of our family. And if you are, lots and lots of love to you guys. And if you are a newcomer, welcome. Take care.